What's up everyone, my name is Alpha and today we're back with another Pokemon challenge video on Pokemon Omega Alpha, on Pokemon Omega Ruby. And today's challenge will be, can I beat Pokemon Omega Ruby? Hardcore Nuzlocke with only shiny fighting type Pokemon. Now most of you guys know that fighting type Pokemon are great physically, normally great physical attackers, but not known for their special stats at all, and most of the time they're very slow, and there's a scarce amount of them in the entire Pokemon game in general. They're very niche, similar to fire typings, but we're gonna try to beat Pokemon Omega Ruby in a hardcore Nuzlocke shiny only run. And here are the rules on screen right now. Pause them, read down the rules. It's a Nuzlocke with hardcore rules, and if I have time and I remember, the rules will hopefully be in the description. And also I want to add to that by having each of my Pokemon linked to me after you guys in the comments. So I want to say thank you so much for leaving a comment in my previous challenge video. If you guys want to be nicknamed after a Pokemon in my future challenge videos, just drop it in the comments and hopefully I'll pick yours. And while you guys are down there, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me. Let's aim for 1,000 likes. It'll greatly help me out as we're trying to get on that recommendation page. And let's get into the challenge itself. So to begin off, there is a fan in the background because it's hot now, especially in Chicago. It's just hot. And so I had to turn on the AC in my house because I'm not a lizard. I need some cold air in my life. Anyways, the first part of this challenge is trying to find ourselves a fighting type Pokemon. Now, the first fighting type Pokemon you can kind of get is a Torchic that evolves into a Blaziken. You know, fire and fighting, two very niche typings, but we can get that. We're gonna start shiny hunting for a Torchic as the starter Pokemon. I think this is the only oras starter I haven't shiny hunted for, so now we get a chance to, and we get a shiny chicken nugget. Yellow chicken nugget. I wish I could name it McNugget. I think I had to nickname it something else, but that's gonna be your starter Pokemon. It's not a fighting type just yet, but there is no fighting type Pokemon until a little bit later anyways, so we're gonna make do with what it evolves into a fighting type, so it's fine. Next up, we're going to head into Route 3 where we're going to start hunting out for another Pokemon. This Pokemon also evolves into a fighting type Pokemon. You have 3 seconds to guess. It's a Rhodes. So we're looking for Rhodes, male Rhodes in particular. Now, a lot of people have been asking me since I upped the shiny rates, do I see a lot of shiny Pokemon outside of the ones I'm looking for? And the answer to that is yes. I shiny hunt for a very long time. Even though the odds are modified to 1 in 1,500, I still shiny hunt for a long time, and I also do not get the right shinies for a lot of attempts. In this scenario, Rhodes is mainly going to be female for some reason. I got 2 female Rhodes before I got this male Rhodes. I don't think it's breaking the rules that I had to re-hunt for the male Rhodes. It's because it's a female Rhodes can't become a Gallade at all, so I don't know if that's cheating or not, but I'm just explaining to you guys that I did find multiple shiny Pokemon in this route. Also, I found Zigzagoons and everything, obviously. But we're gonna catch ourselves our routes, put it on our team, and pretend we didn't re-roll it so many times. And from there, we're going to head into Petalburg Woods, where we're going to find ourselves a Shroomish. A Shroomish is also not a fighting type Pokemon, but it'll evolve into one eventually. So we'll get into that fighting typing eventually. We're going to catch ourselves a shiny Shroomish for like the 12th time. In every single oras video, we have Shroomish for something. Anyways, we're going to catch Shroomish, add it to our team, and now let's head into the first gym badge of the game. We're going to face off against Roxanne. Roxanne is going to be the rock type gym leader in the game, and we're going to start the battle off against her using my Shroomish. Shroomish is a grass type. It's going to beat down Roxanne pretty easily, as you see. It's 4 times super effective to the Geodude, and also, I mean, knocks down Nosefest pretty easily. It doesn't even try to attack me with his Rock Tomb, so beat it down, and we beat the first gym leader in the game without any troubles at all. And now, since the level cap has jumped to level 16, we can finally evolve our Pokemon Torchic into a Combusken, which is an actual fighting type Pokemon, so now it's the only Pokemon we can use on our team. And now after that, we can finally head into Dewford Island with our Combusken. Trust me, the Torchic on the top right, it's an actual Combusken. I just forgot to change the layout. My bad. It happens a few times this episode that I forgot to change out the layouts, but it's okay. I'm gonna face off against Brawley for the second gym match in the game. We're gonna start the battle off against him using my Combusken that looks barely any different from its regular version. The shiny form is kind of trash. Anyways, we're gonna start the battle off using my Combusken to peck at the Machop and then beat it down using double kick. Luckily, it didn't attack me at all. It just kept using Leer, which I was kind of scared of, because if Combusken went down, the challenge is kind of over because my other Pokemon are not fighting type Pokemon. But lucky enough, since they actually weakened the levels of Brawley, 2 levels I think, the Makuhita is normally level 18, and the AI is actually trash. So we're able to two-shot down the Makuhita and beat it down. We beat Brawly pretty easily. And now we can move on into Dewford Cave. Could have done this earlier, but I decided not to. And the next fighting type Pokemon we can find in here is going to be Makuhita. So we're going to hunt here for a little bit. Makuhita is actually, I don't know the spawn rate on Makuhita, but it felt forever. This thing took forever to find. Like, I swear it's not a rare encounter, but apparently it is. So I found myself a red Makuhita that evolves into a Hariyama. Both are fighting type Pokemon, and I almost killed it with an Ember. But I'm going to catch it, put it on my team, and then move on into evolving my routes. Now my routes evolve into Kirlia. I forgot to put it into the layout, but that's my bad. So Kirlia is going to do some super training. Now in this mode, you can actually get some evolutionary items. You can need a Dawnstone to evolve your Kirlia into a Gallade. So I'm going to spend the next hour focusing on super training my Kirlia because I need to max EV it first. Now if I max EV it, that will allow me to unlock the secret training, which allows me to play against this Gallade minigame. It's the same thing as all the super training, but this allows me to get some special items, and eventually I'll get myself a Dawnstone, evolve my Kirlia into a Gallade. But you normally get the Dawnstone a little bit later, I think near Victory Road. I'm not too sure before then, but I feel like it's Victory Road. Now I think I got a Gallade before Wally even has a Kirlia, which is kind of funny. So we evolve our Kirlia into a Gallade and face off against the third gym leader in the game. We're gonna face off against Watson. Watson's gonna be the Electric type gym leader, and he's gonna start the battle off against us using his Magnemite. Now I'm gonna start the battle off against him using my Gallade. I was so excited using my Gallade. I'm gonna Power Punch into the Magnemite to boost my attack. I forgot to put the Cherry Berry on him. I always forget to do that. I'm able to get 4 attack races as he Volt switches out into his Magneton and then gets one-shotted with my Power Punch. I get a bit zesty here and left my Gallade in. He took a vicious Volt switch, but luckily I survived it, knocked him out, and we can actually beat Watson. If I didn't EV train, I think I might have lost that. So the EV train came in handy from there, and now we can move on north into Route 21, something like that. I'm not too sure. The route sits in the bottom. I just can't really read it right now. But we're gonna head into this route right outside of Fiery Path, and we're able to find ourselves our next fighting type Pokemon is going to be Machop. We're gonna search out here for a shiny Machop, and unfortunately, since I'm playing on this type of Nuzlocke rules, I can technically evolve it whenever I want. When I'm playing single player, I want you guys to play along with me. I don't think I can really do that, so I've never done that in the past, but I really want to use a Machamp. Unfortunately, I gotta put that away. I can't use Machamp right now. And moving on, we're gonna head into Mount Chimney. Mount Chimney is gonna be an easy fight as my Gallade destroys everything. I mean, it does have a swagger up, but it still destroys everything. Luckily enough, it didn't hit itself in confusion, and we're able to beat Maxie pretty easily and move on and face off against Flannery. Flannery is gonna be the 4th gym leader in the game, and of course, I gotta do my thing, start the battle off against her using my Hariyama. Hariyama is gonna Power Punch once against the Slugma, accidentally activate its Flame Body, and then I had to really quickly check, do I have guts on this thing? It does have guts, and the battle should be over here. So I went out for another Power Punch to get my attack boosted. Next up, she can switch out to her Torkoal next. Her Torkoal is gonna get Bulldoze, doesn't get one-shotted, which is surprisingly. It goes for a Curse, which means the battle is now over. So I'm able to Bulldoze once again, knock out the Torkoal, and her last Pokemon will be a Nummo, which I one-shotted, and we easily beat Flannery and move on to the next gym. Now, gyms back-to-back is kind of annoying and kind of lame for the story, but we're going to face off against Norman next. We're going to start the battle off against Norman using my Hariyama. Now, Hariyama's here just to fake out and activate his Truant, and then go into a Power Punch Frenzy to boost up my attack. He's going to yawn me at one point, put me to sleep, which is annoying. I'm going to fall asleep after the next turn. When he switch out to his Vigoroth, I'm going to Power Punch him and knock him out, but then I fall asleep, which is unfortunate. He's then going to switch out into his final Slacking, and luckily enough, thankfully I had Hariyama out as my starting Pokemon because it takes a vicious Retaliate from the Slacking and lives with 21 HP, allowing me to go out into my Breloom, and Breloom's able to beat down the Slacking in front of me. So thankfully, Hariyama has infinite HP for me. So we survived that, and we beat Norman without any casualties. Next up, we're going to face off against the next gym leader in the game because there is actually nothing to do in this game. We're going to face off against Winona. Winona's going to be the flying type gym leader in the game. Now our team is basically fully evolved at this point, minus Combustion. Machoke is at the furthest it can. I'm going to start the battle off against her using Machoke. We're going to Rock Tomb into the Swallow. Kind of afraid of Aerial Ace, obviously, but Rock Tomb is going to lower his speed. Luckily enough, I do not miss a Rock Tomb here, and I'm able to knock him out using a knockoff. Swallow goes down pretty easily. She can switch out to her Pelipper next. It's going to bait me and use Protect and all, which is annoying. but I'm going to Rock Tomb it. I'm able to survive, and I'm like, I don't want to switch out. I'm going to take an air release from this Pelipper, which is annoying, so I'm going to stay in with my Machoke. If it goes down, it goes down, but I need to knock out this Pelipper. Rock Tomb knocks out the Pelipper, and it goes down. The Skarmory comes on next. At this point, I know I should be fine. Switch out into my Combuskin against it. Takes a hefty air release, which is annoying. I'm going to Flame Charge into the Skarmory. He stand attacks me. I'm able to take another air release, and luckily enough, I do not miss a Flame Charge and then knock him out in the following turn. Altaria comes on next. I'm not going to stay in, obviously. I switch out into my Gallade because the Gallade is pretty tanky as a Pokemon. Also, is fully EV'd, so it's pretty decently good. I already wasted Winona's potion, so if I get it down to red HP, it's not going to heal up. I'm able to get it to red HP, live with 14 HP, and luckily enough, Psycho Cut does not miss, and we're able to beat down the Altaria. And we beat Winona for the 6th gym badge of the game, and as well evolve my Combuskin into a Blaziken. Well-deserved Blaziken, which is nice. We're gonna head into Mount Pyre to get our second to last Pokemon. In here, there is a fighting type Pokemon that we wanted for a long time that we're not able to use. Actually, I think we did use it for another challenge video and actually clutched up. We're gonna find ourselves a Meditite in here. We're gonna catch ourselves a Meditite, a shiny Meditite. And we also get the Medichemite, which Mega Evolves the Medichemite. So we have 2 Mega Evolve Pokemon possible. We can evolve Gallade too, but I'm not gonna do that. 3 Mega Evolve. Why is there so many fighting types with Mega Evolves? That's crazy. Anyways, from there, we're going to move on into the Safari Zone and find ourselves the final shiny Pokemon on our list. Last shiny Pokemon on our list is going to be a Heracross. Redemption for the Heracross. We're going to find ourselves a Heracross, which also has a Mega Evolution. So 4 Pokemon on my team have Mega Evolutions, which is kind of funny. We're going to catch ourselves a shiny pink Heracross once again. Redemption for it, as you know that I choked away my Heracross in the previous Bug type challenge. Anyways, we can catch the Heracross and move on into the 7th gym of the game. We're going to face off against Tate and Liza and start the battle off against them using my Medicham and Hariyama. Now, I chose to start the battle off against them using Hariyama and Medicham is because Hariyama can fake out one side of it while Medicham does work on the other side. I decided to Mega Evolve my Medicham and Power Punch into the Solrock as I fake out the Lunatone on the right side. I'm able to get a plus attack, so 2 shut down the Solrock in the second turn. Luckily enough, the Lunatone does not want to attack my team. So I could Power Punch, knock out the Solrock in the following turn. It light screens up, able to Vital Throw it, and Power Punch to knock out the Lunatone. And for some reason, they only have 2 Pokemon, and we beat Tate and Liza fairly easily. Now moving on, this battle got me stressed. This next battle, this mini boss fight against Maxie got me stressed. I put the Mega Stone on my Blaziken to start the battle off against Maxie, and firstly, I start the battle off completely wrong. Why do I have Medicham out? I wanted to use Blaziken because Blaziken, when Mega Evolve, Blaziken has an ability called Speed Boost, which constantly boosts my speed up, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to be faster than everything at some point in this fight, and the Mighty Anna is going to keep trying to use some trash moves, Scary Face, Embargo, all that as I'm boosting up. It's going to eventually taunt me, which forces me to attack him, and I'm able to attack him to one-shot him. Put Recover on my Medicham as well, and then a Weezing comes on next. I got Haze, lose all my stat boosts, and then it does not want to give up trying to use Haze on me. And then eventually when I use Bulk Up, it's going to self-destruct, and I survive it luckily because I had a Bulk Up. And then it's going to go out to his Crobat next. I outspeed it luckily, but went for a Haze, which is kind of annoying, but I'm able to knock him out. And then the Camera comes on next. I do not want to risk the Mega Evolve Camera going for Earth Power to knock me out, so I went out to my Hariyama to 2-shot him. Luckily enough, I take a takedown pretty easily, and then follow it up and knock him out. So we ended up beating Maxie without losing a single Pokemon, which is nice. We're going to move out and face out against Primal Groudon next, and this fight I was preparing for it to be pretty bad. I start the battle off against him using my Gallade. Gallade is going to Earthquake into the Primal Groudon, and then he's going to rest up, and the battle's over. So it could have went worse. I mean, I don't think it could have went better because I don't lose a single Pokemon against Primal Groudon. Pretty scary, but Gallade knocks him out and we beat Primal Groudon. Now moving on into the final gym of the game, we're going to face out against Wallace next. Wallace is going to be 8th gym leader in the game. I want to show some love with Breloom. Breloom hasn't done anything this entire run. I start the battle off against this Love-Disc, trying to bulk up, trying to do everything. It did not work. This Breloom is trash. It did not want to do anything against this Love-Disc. It almost went down to it too, and then I decided to have to switch out. I had to switch out to my Gallade. I wasn't going to try to set up anymore. I was tired of it. Psycho Cut into the Love-Disc to knock him out. His next Pokemon is going to be Milotic. I'm going to Power Punch into the Milotic to get an attack boost, and then a Psycho Cut will for sure knock him out as I take a Hydro Pump. And finishing off his team, Psycho Cut into the Wish Catch to knock him out, Power Punch to Celio to knock him out, and his last Pokemon will be a Sea King, which I'm easily able to beat down, and we get the 8th gym badge of the game. Now moving on, next part of this game is going to be Victory Road. We cleared through Victory Road pretty easily. As you see, my Blaziken destroys Wally. And even through Paralysis, Blaziken is so broken. We cleared through Brawly, head into the Pokemon League, and face off against the Elite Four themselves. Start the Elite Four off, facing off against Sydney. Now Sydney, maybe not the best time to use his team, because I start the battle off using my Blaziken against his Mightyena. I get Swagger on the first turn, I got a bulk up and a speed boost. At this point, if I had Power Trip, it would have been over. Luckily enough, I did hit myself, which actually allows me to snap out of Confusion the following turn and finish the battle. That's it. I'm able to finish the battle. Double kick into the Mightyena, double kick into the Shift Tree, and then double kick into the Absol. His next Pokemon's giving me a Sharpedo though. I forgot it got Aqua Jet, so I get Aqua Jet and also Rough Skin. Luckily I survived it pretty easily. And then his last Pokemon will be a Cacturn. He has Spiky Shield. He almost took down my Blaziken, which would have been really bad because he went for Spiky Shield for a second time. And I'm not going to get catch out from that. I also switched out my Machoke for Heracross because I want to use every single fighting type of Pokemon at least. We're able to knock down the Cacturn and move on to the next Elite Four member. We're going to face off against Phoebe next. Phoebe is going to be the Ghost type Elite Four member. And normally this would be a problem because we're a fighting type Pokemon and they are immune to us. But start the battle off against her using my Breloom. Breloom's going to bulk up twice against her. And then this is a problem. I forgot to use Future Sight. And then I get hit with a curse. I went for a Seed Bomb. It knocks out the Dusclops. I'm like, yay. Then Future Sight killed my Breloom. I was like, oh, I forgot that Future Sight happened. I think I would have just let Future Sight hit my Breloom anyways, because I wouldn't want to sack anyone else or let anyone else take damage like that and possibly get knocked out. So I went into my Blaziken next. I mean, Breloom RIP. It's all good though. I'm going to bulk up right in front of the Bayonet and then Blaze Kick into it to knock him out in one shot. This team is pretty much done. Blaziken knocks out the rest of her team. One shot to Sableye as well. I get flinched, but it's able to get knocked out in one shot. Her final Pokemon will be a Dusknoir, which gets one shotted to his face or to his ghostly body, and we easily beat Phoebe. Moving on to the next Elite Four member, we're going to face off against Glacia. She's going to be the Ice type Elite Four member, and it's not a pretty sight at all. So we're going to start the battle off against her using my Gallade to Swords Dance right in front of the Glalie. She's going to start using Hail, you know, cool, quirky stuff. Power Punch to it, knock him out fairly easily. Next up, she can switch out to her Frostlass, which is a Ghost type Pokemon, super effective against me. I have Earthquake in the back. I do not want to use Psycho Cut because it does have Snow Veil. I'm going to one-shot it using Earthquake and one-shot the other one in the back with an Earthquake. And then her next two Pokemon will be a Walrein first, which gets Power Punch to its face and knocked out. And then her last Pokemon will be a Glalie, and that thing also gets knocked out. So we easily beat down Glacia without any issues at all in like 7 turns possibly. From there, we're going to face off against Drake. Drake is going to be the Dragon type Elite Four member. Start the battle off using my Gallade against him. We're going to Sword Stance 3 times in front of the Altaria, even though it's getting Con Guard against me. It's getting Air Lace, put me down to low HP, and I'm eventually going to Psycho Cut 2-shot it. It puts me down to low HP, but all that super training earlier put me so much in advantage as I'm able to outspeed everything. Psycho Cut will one-shot down the Flygons, both the Flygons, and then his Salamence comes on next. Even though I get an attack drop, I still outspeed it, and I still one-shot it because I'm +5 obviously. Psycho Cut would knock out the Salamence, and I'm able to finish off the battle against Drake. As the last Pokemon will be a Kingdra, I'm going to switch out, go out into my Hariyama to finish the job against the Kingdra. And we end up beating Drake pretty easily. Now next up, we're going to face off against the champion of the game. The champion of the game is going to be Steven Stone. Steven Stone is going to be a rock, mineral type, steel type, all the type of champion possible. We're going to start the battle off against him using my Medicham. Now Medicham, this battle is wrapped. I'm a Mega Evolve with my Medicham against the Skarmory, Power Punch it to his face. I also have Recover, so all the damage it does is meaningless, as I'm able to 2-shot him, knock him out eventually with my Power Punches. He goes out to his Aggron next. I Power Punch him in his face. I get an attack raise and Power Punch once again to knock him out. So +6 already, and the battle just started. He goes out to his Claydol. I Power Punch him as he goes for a Reflect. At this point, I'm just going to heal up because I don't want to risk, Reflect might not killing anything else and something might knock me out. I'm wasting all the Reflect turns as I'm able to heal up, and then eventually, scary play here. It would have crit me, knocked me out, but Reflect finally wears off. I'm able to Power Punch, knock out the Claydol. He goes out to his Cradily next. I go for a Recover first, which is a dumb play, but then Power Punch to knock him out. His next Pokemon will be an Omaldo, which also gets Power Punch to its face, knocked out, and I want to do something stylish. Against the Metagross, I know I outspeed it. I'm going to High Jump Kick it to his face, knock him out in one shot, and we end up beating Steven Stone without any issues at all. And we beat the entire game. One death in the Elite Four against Dustcloth Future Sight is going to be the bane of my existence. I was going for a deathless run so badly, but couldn't go for it. Anyways, that is going to be the end of this challenge video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Please leave a like, comment down below some challenge ideas just like this one, and subscribe if you guys are not already. I hope you guys all enjoyed this as much as I do, because this is really fun for me to make. Anyways, my name's been Alpha. Hope you guys all had a great day, and reply to my question of the day, obviously, in the comments. Peace out, guys.